We can now work directly on our files on our computer remotely from within the ChatGPT mobile app. And I mean actual files on your computer, not asking ChatGPT a question and then pasting the answers later when you get back to your office. But does this actually work? There are a few setup details and limitations you need to know about. Let me show you how. Let's say I suddenly think of a good angle to write this newsletter idea. I built myself an AI work diary using Codex. I could be waiting for a dentist's appointment, taking Chewy out for a walk.
What do you want, Chewy? You macho? You're a macho man?
Or I could just be busy at home doing something else. I can just enter the ChatGPT mobile app, and on the top left here in the menu, you can see Codex. I'll click on it. It opens the Codex part of ChatGPT that's mirroring this desktop app that I've got on my computer. So they're linked, and I'll show you how that works. I'll click on the project I want to work, so business growth team, and I'll click on here at the bottom right, a new chat, and I can now prompt it. Now I want to use the microphone tool, but I need to call the skill that I built, which is the newsletter writer. If I press on that, I can't use the microphone button, as you can see here. I want to talk to the phone. You can obviously prompt in by typing your prompt in, but it's going to be a long one. I prefer using the microphone, and I'll say, hi, I want to come up with a new newsletter. Can you go into the daily idea capture in the Atlas folder? Inside the May 2026 folder, there's quite a few items there of daily ideas. Can you search for the one that is titled, I built myself an AI work diary? I want to specifically just work on that. So do a search first and make sure you pick up the right one. Write me a newsletter item based on that. Explain how I use Codex on a daily basis, ask me questions, and then capture my daily ideas. But now I can do it in ChatGPT mobile app as well, because it's connected to my Codex. If I'm not in my office, then I can actually get the ChatGPT app to help me write these daily ideas down and have them saved on my computer remotely. But make sure you pick up the right newsletter item. I built myself an AI work diary. Okay, so that's the prompt finished. I'm going to click the stop sign here. If I click the go, the arrow, the black arrow and the white circle, this Codex is going to issue the prompt. I don't need it. I don't want it to do that yet. You can see here is the transcript of everything I said. It's a long prompt. And I clicked on that prompt, and now I can edit it. So here I'll click space to give it a space, and then the $sign. So inside the mobile app, it works with the $sign. Inside my desktop app, it works with the @ to call a skill. I'll type in news, and now there's only one item that has news in it, newsletter writer. I'll click on that, and now it's calling that skill that knows how to write my newsletters in my format, the way I like them written. I do explain how to set up Codex and how to write in your skills, create your skills, and access them in my 2 previous videos. I'll link to those in the description of this video and at the end of this video as well. And now I'm going to click go, and now it's going to hopefully search for those files and understand how to write the newsletter. And it's called in the newsletter skill, the writer skill. It says I've got the newsletter voice rules loaded, and now it's looking through my computer. See, it got that skill by actually looking into my computer. So it's already got access to my computer. And now it's drafted me a newsletter item. So it's written here, hello, most useful ideas do not arrive when you sit down to make content. Let's go into my Codex in the desktop just to check. You see here, there's a new chat, given it its own name, which I'll have to rename. Everything that's written here in the mobile app is exactly written here. Hello, most useful ideas do not arrive when you sit down to make content. Imagine I'm still waiting for my dentist's appointment. If I'm happy with this, if I don't need to do any edits, I could just ask it, that's a good draft. Can you save this newsletter draft inside the efforts folder and the newsletter folder in the ideas folder for me to edit later when I get back into the office? I clicked go. Hopefully we'll find it here in the ideas folder, the newsletter draft appear. And boom, there you go. You see that it's actually put the folder, and it's even put a notification up here in my Windows. In the actual chat, it said that it's saved this file. If we go into the file, the draft is here inside my ideas folder. This is the Obsidian application, which basically displays all my files inside my project folder. So inside here is all these folders are all these folders in here. That newsletter item here, I built myself an AI work diary, is this file. And I can edit it here through Obsidian, and it will also edit here. And this is what Codex has just created for me, this file. So what do you need to set all this up? The first thing you need to do is install Codex here. Codex is an application that you download onto your computer. I have a video on how to download that, how to set it up. Like I said, I'll link to that in the description at the end of the video. The next thing you do, go into your ChatGPT mobile app and click the Codex like I showed you on the top left of your menu. Then you'll get this messaging and notification on authenticating and connecting your desktop app to your mobile. If you not already have an authenticator application on your mobile phone, you can just download for free. I just typed in free authenticator on my Android. It gave me these options. You've got the Google Authenticator, which is free and reliable. I use the Microsoft one. It'll explain what to do. If it's a bit of a mix up there or you get a bit confused, write a comment for me and I'll try to help you. But the best way to do it is just simply ask ChatGPT or go into Google search and ask for it to help you through the process, and you'll see that it's quite easy to get it going. It has to have that extra security layer so that someone hasn't stolen your phone and now gotten access to your local files on your computer. Once you've done that, when you've got your Codex here on your desktop on your computer running, you need to have it switched on. The computer needs to be switched on for you to be able to access the computer. That's quite obvious, isn't it? Inside Codex, I've connected it to this folder, and it only has access to this folder. If it needs to edit anything and it needs to change anything here in this folder, it'll ask for your permission. So you don't need to worry too much about ruining anything unless you gave it bad instructions. For it to really work well, you're going to need to set yourself up properly, connecting it to a specific folder and having a good clean folder structure, which you can ask, and I show this in my previous videos, you can ask ChatGPT to build you this folder structure that suits your needs. What you also need to set up is what are the skills. I've got this folder called .agents. That Codex created, I didn't create for this. It has a folder called skills. That's where all the skills that I've currently built, and I'm going to build a lot more, sit. Here's the newsletter writer skill that I showed you, and it has its instructions in this text file. And also I have all sorts of files here, like my brand kit, my business strategy, file about me, my writing rules. That newsletter skill goes into those files, reads up about me, and knows how to write the newsletter as I want. It's really important to be organized. And then this method becomes easier because when you're out and about, you can quickly say, remember to go into that folder. You're organized in your head and your ideas so that also the AI is able to maneuver and manage all these folders and all these files and knows exactly where to go. So a really neat way of working. This is the direction we all want to go with our AI. We want to be able to generate imagery in here. For example, this was generated here inside Codex. Even this script for this video, I wrote using the mobile app while I was out for lunch. And I thought to myself, as I was waiting for the food, wouldn't it be a good video to do? After lunch, I came back home to my office, added in all the dialogue and edited the script as I wanted it. And now you're hearing about it. It could be on Excels, it could be generating imagery, and you could ask it to search online. It's basically ChatGPT on your computer. It's the same ChatGPT that you're used to in your browser, just sitting inside Codex, but a really, really much better way of working now than just working directly on a browser. Obviously, you have ChatGPT browser here, but then you have to remember what you talked about, search for the pieces of information, copy them, paste them into some file, and you're doing a lot of manual work. Here it's directly into the right folder, the right file, having an assistant actually performing a task for you while you're out doing what you're doing. So I hope you liked that video. I hope it was helpful to you. I think this is the way we should be going with AI. I do believe the AI browsers, the chatbots that we're used to, so ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude, the apps that you're used to, they are going to disappear at some point, because this is the way we're going to want to work, where AI comes into our work, where our files actually sit. So just be aware that that's going to happen. I don't know when, but it's going to happen. So I hope you like this video. Click the like button and do subscribe to my channel for more useful ways of using these tools. It'll help me, and it'll help me in front of the Google's YouTube algorithm. Please do subscribe. And if you want to see how to set up Codex, see how to install it, then click on this video link here. Or if you want to see how to set up your skills and how to operate once you've set up Codex, then click on this video link here.